The Lone Ranger is the summer's most highly anticipated blockbuster and promises to take audiences on a runaway train of epic surprises.
The film stars Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer as two unlikely heroes who must work together to fight against greed and corruption. Even the trailer has us on the edge of our seats. Take a look.
Why are you talking to that horse? Why am I covered in dirt?
I buried you.
Why am I alive?
Eight men rode into canyon. I dug 7 graves. Horse says you are a spirit walker. A man who has been to the other side and returned. A man who cannot be killed in battle. Something very wrong with that horse.
If we ride together, we ride for justice.
Justice is what I seek, Kimosabe. People think you are dead. Better to stay that way.
You want me to wear a mask?
There'll come a time when good man must wear mask.
All right. Let's do this.
If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. Albuquerque native Chad Brummett has a supporting role in the film and joins us this morning. Hi, Chad.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. We're so excited. I mean, you have, I don't think a lot of people realize this, you have over 50 film, television, and theater credits to your name. You've been working hard, and working on The Lone Ranger has to be one of the best jobs to date. I am assuming, am I right?
For sure, yeah.
So tell us about the experience.
It was great. I've grown up on Westerns, and I've always been a fan of Westerns, and being a part of something that is as epic as The Lone Ranger and working with the creative team behind Pirates, Gore Verbinski, Jerry Bruckheimer, Johnny Depp, it was a dream come true, and the experience was just overwhelming, and it was inspiring every day going to set and playing a cowboy and getting paid to play a cowboy.
I bet. And you've actually seen the movie, right?
I have. I got to see it last week, and it's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I know I'm biased, but
Yes.
I think he's being very honest, though.
I do too. I've heard lots of good things about it. I think we all have. But we want to get to know your character a little bit more. Can you tell us about it?
Sure. I play Martin, who is one of the Texas Rangers.
Okay.
And we were part of the entourage that accompanies John Reed, which is Armie Hammer's character, and his brother Dan, who is he's kind of the captain of the Texas Rangers, who's played by James Badge Dale. And we go off into a not so successful venture after some bad guys, and thus the legend of the Lone Ranger begins. So,
Absolutely.
Notice it's Lone Ranger.
Exactly. It's not the Lone Ranger and his buddies.
Exactly. Well, as you can see from the trailer, this is a very physical movie. So we're all really curious. What kind of training did the Rangers go through before filming?
We had to go through, we did at least a couple of weeks of cowboy camp.
You did? Oh,
which
that must have been a
When my
blast.
agent said, you got a couple weeks of cowboy camp before we start work, I was like, oh, great, there's a movie too? Oh, that's fantastic.
Exactly, a
But yeah,
bonus.
we'd spend, 3 or 4 hours a day riding, doing various stages of riding. We had an amazing crew of wranglers that took us through all the motions of saddling, unsaddling, bridling, unbridling, getting to know our animals, and then, hours of gun training. Quick draw, firing the weapons, care of the weapons, and really learning how the Texas Rangers handled their sidearms.
Was it tough? Was it scary for you?
No, it was
the horse
awesome.
dives?
It
No,
was,
you
it
just-
was, yeah,
pure
it was
fun.
awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's
It's like a boy's dream come
it
true.
is.
Right?
It totally is. Yeah, I mean, we spend our lives growing up playing cowboys, and then we get paid by Disney to do
Isn't
it.
that amazing?
So,
Okay, I have to ask you this. Can you share any funny stories from set with us?
yes,
Okay.
we had a small rap party at one of our locations, and one of the Teamsters also is a karaoke DJ.
Oh boy, my favorite.
And so, yeah, so we had this big karaoke party one night, and Gore asked the Rangers if we would sing YMCA. Which
Oh, boy.
all of us were like, we're not doing that, Gore. We're off the clock. We're not doing that. So he says, well, what will you sing? So I said, well, you know what? You put on Wanted Dead or Alive, and we'll sing that. So we're out in the
fun.
desert
God.
singing Wanted Dead or Alive with this bonfire going
is the
crazy.
coolest thing I've
and
ever
it was, yeah, it was great. It was so much fun.
Oh, I'm gonna have dreams about that. Okay. Well, stay with us because we're going to have a lot more with Chad after the break. Don't go away. All right, we are back with Chad Brummett, who is an Albuquerque native and successful actor, and just so happens to have a role in that big movie of the year called The Lone Ranger. You may have heard of it, right?
Yeah. Comes out this week. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, yes, we are so excited. We're appreciating that you're here with us today.
I'm glad to be here.
We want you to tell the fans what they can expect, from this new version, because a lot of fans of The Lone Ranger know about the old version.
Right.
So what's the difference?
Well, I think that it's it really sort of keeps with a lot of the sacred elements of the
Okay.
Lone Ranger. Silver is there. The William Tell Overture is there in such a overwhelming way.
I bet.
But it is reimagined and reinvented through Gore Verbinski's eyes, and I think Gore is such a visionary, and
No doubt.
there are very few directors out there that can really bring such an epic story together in a very cohesive and very flowing manner. And
Not to mention the actors.
yeah, I mean, Johnny,
All of
and
you.
I mean, it's arguable that Captain Jack Sparrow is going to go down as one of the biggest iconographic characters of cinema.
Yes,
And
yes,
and I think that he really brings something new and special to Tonto, and it's just as much Tonto's story as it is John Reed's story,
Right.
which is really great.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
cannot
can see
wait.
that.
Well, would you say you had a favorite moment or a favorite part of this entire experience?
Honestly, I think one of my favorite takeaways is the friendships that I made.
nice.
You spend 12 weeks on a set with a bunch of guys riding horses, you really develop a
bond.
kinship.
I bet.
And you get the bumps and the bruises together, you really share those
Right.
stories. And, Badge and Lou and Kevin and Robert and Damon and we all became really tight friends. and
Forever friends.
and we still share pictures of our kids and stories of how they're doing.
And you said Johnny was really sweet as well.
He
to
was,
your family.
yeah. My stepdaughter Elizabeth got to meet Johnny in Canyon de Chelly, and it was one of the few days that he was with us in Canyon de Chelly, and she was there and really wanted to meet him and was kind of shy, and so I went up and asked one of his makeup assistants if she could meet him, and Johnny came straight up to her. And introduced himself, sat down, was making
So
sure she
cool.
was getting stuff from Crafty, and I think
nice.
Elizabeth. A lot of people didn't believe. So any of you kids out there that didn't believe my stepdaughter met Johnny Depp, she did.
She really
She
did.
met
You've heard
Johnny
it
Depp.
here. You heard it
Yes.
here.
That's one of those stories that is tough to
Yeah,
believe,
exactly,
but,
exactly.
Oh,
But
that's
yes,
wonderful.
and he was so sweet to her.
Well,
and,
tell us
yeah.
more about your family. You're a husband and father. How
I
do
am.
you balance it all with Hollywood and just staying active with your family? And
Well, fortunately, my wife is in the industry as well. She's
Right.
a stunt woman and an actress and a
helps a
producer. And I think we both really share the fact that our girls are paramount in our lives. And
priority.
We want to be able to share experiences and joys with them. I mean, my stepdaughter has met Bryan Cranston and Armie Hammer and Johnny Depp all within the span of a week, and we had to tell her it's kind of downhill from here.
This doesn't happen every day.
I give you 3 of the biggest stars in the world.
You started all the way at the
Wow.
top.
In 1 week, exactly. And I'm like, I'll do my best, sweetheart, but...
Her expectations are going to be
yeah,
up here
exactly,
from now on.
exactly.
Well, you and your wife set a great example for the
thank
whole
you.
family,
Thank
and you
you.
show that dreams can come true if you pursue them. So,
For sure.
on that note, what is your advice to other young New Mexicans who have dreams of becoming an actor?
Get after it as much as you can. I think that doing theater, I came from the stage, and I think theater is really important in honing your skills. Train, watch movies, read, and just get involved as much as you can. This is the best state, in my opinion, in the union to be working in the industry and to grow up in the industry.
Right.
So.
Well, tell us what's ahead for you. I mean, this is a big deal, but you got to be looking ahead to the
Well,
future,
yeah,
right?
there are a few films on the horizon that I've put away, a few small parts here and there. Worked on a really great film called Things People Do earlier this year with Wes Bentley.
Yes.
Who was, again, just such a sweet, sweet man, and that will come out at some point.
At some point, you never really know yet.
Yeah, and developing a few screenplays with a writing partner of mine who he and I have worked on some films together, and we're developing a Western that was actually kind of born from working on The Lone Ranger.
And Breaking Bad?
And Breaking Bad, August 11th, I believe, is when
Yes.
it premieres. I'm in the season premiere.
He's in the season premiere.
Which was great.
That
Yeah,
is
which is an
cool.
episode that Brian directed.
Oh,
so I was
great.
very humbled and honored to be working under his direction.
Well, we appreciate you sharing your stories.
Yeah,
thank
thank
you,
you.
and good luck in your career. We wish you nothing but
Thank you so
success.
much.
And we cannot wait to see Lone Ranger. It comes out
This Wednesday, July 3rd, nationwide.
nationwide, July 3rd. Definitely check it out. And thank you for joining us today. If there's anything you need to know, check us out on casa.com. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Have a great morning. We'll see you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Chad.